All right, it's Monday, June 23rd, 2025, 10 o'clock, regular session of the Board of Supervisors. First items on the agenda itself and the minutes of the June 16th regular and special session.
I move to approve A and B. I'll second.
And the agenda, Carl?
Yeah.
Motion and a second to approve the agenda and the minutes A and B as presented. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Any public comments? Okay, we'll move on to the auditor. Go ahead.
Things are prepared and in front of you, sir.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims as presented. Any further comment there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Any payroll?
Warrant register for period ending June 14th, 2025.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion and a second to approve the payroll warrant as presented. Any further comment there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Drainage.
I have no new drainage to report.
It's surprising considering.
There is a work order. Oh, there was a work order. Yep, there was a.
I take that back. There's a work order in front of you. I didn't see that.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the new drainage work order as presented. Any further comment? Where's this one?
I have to look at, I didn't see that.
It's right.
Oh, it is.
This one? Any further comment? All in favor? Aye.
Just on that, so far, everything been okay with the change?
Correct. So far, everything's been working well. We haven't had too many work orders, and the ones that we have had have been relatively routine. So far, it's been working well.
You got what do you think I'm sure it's not money ahead, but
I can't tell you off the top of my head what the costs have been. They've been, like I said, relatively routine, so a small time frame for investments for inspection. I can certainly get that once we have all the work orders that are out there right now. Once we've got those complete, I can certainly give you a report back.
if it was worth our change. Okay, but that's fine. We go ahead. Okay, thank you. We'll go on to item number 4.
So this is a relatively new permit that the state of Iowa is allowing individual entities that have tobacco licenses to also get a license for what they call a glass or metal device. Everything is in order, and so it's in front of you to approve.
Move to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion is second to approve item number 4 is presented. Any further comment?
So this is something that they were selling anyway. Now they have to have a permit.
Correct. So it's a,
New law this year.
I don't know when it went into effect, but this is the first one that we've come across in the county.
We haven't seen it. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 5 is a resolution to approve the FY 20 supplemental appropriations.
I move to approve resolution 45.
So 45. Second to approve resolution 2025-45 as presented. Any further comment on the resolution? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item number 6,
Yeah, these are for changes to the county handbook. Probably the main changes where we have a vacation now matching the courthouse union contract. The change there was granting more at start. Previously it was 2 days. Now they get 40 hours at start. That decreases as you get closer to July 1, which is our normal day, our normal time when they get allocations. We also changed in the past, if somebody wanted to carry over more than the 24 hours and had an exceptional circumstance, they came before the Board of Supervisors. That's been changed to the elected official department head, myself, and the board chair they gather and make that decision. Third thing was under the employee personal leave previously, for funeral leave, you had to have time in your bank. We ran into a couple instances with new employees where they had a close family member die in their immediate family, a child actually. What we did here is we said that time, those 5 days for immediate family will come out of your bank. If you're out of time, you'll still get those 5 days paid. We just felt at that level of loss, we it's fair to give them 5 days off. So those are the main changes to the handbook.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the handbook changes as presented. Any further comment? All in favor? Number 7, Tom?
Yeah, this is for Lucky's Last Resort. They do this every year. It's to shoot off fireworks on, I believe, June 28th. The rain date is 7/12. Michelle took this in. All proper insurance has been presented, so we recommend approval.
I move to approve. We have a motion and a second to approve the fireworks permit as presented. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Brandon?
Good morning. The main work event, I guess they're working on this week, is through the heavy rains that we've had recently, a lot of corn, farm debris has washed into culverts and have caused some pretty severe blockages out there. So we're spending a bunch of time either clearing out ditches or jetting culverts to try and keep the water moving. And that's going to be our main focus, honestly, this week, especially with the rain that's coming.
Last week I had a call that you followed up on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's in conjunction with.
That's all the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's just, a lot of issues out there caused by the heavy rain that we're out there currently dealing with. So
Have you had much for over the road yet?
actually, there hasn't been a ton of it. Not last week, the week before, we did have like 4 or 5 spots that went over and 2 culverts that were pretty washed out. But the stuff later last week didn't actually do any road damage. It filled everything up to the brim, but we didn't have anything that went over. So the stuff that we cleared out worked out well, even though some of the stuff we didn't get to still backed up pretty bad for a while. So it's all, hopefully we're gonna get to it this week. Even in the rain, we can get to most of it, especially on the paved roads. So we'll just continue working on clearing the debris to make sure stuff continues flowing. I think it's one side of,
2 excavators running.
Yep, and the Gradle. That's actually the most helpful one in these situations because it can sit a little farther back and not be quite as far over in the shoulder where it's soft. I was gonna tell you that trail extension that the city of Mason City got the grant on, the south of Newman, that is under construction. So they're going down the east side of the road. Then when they get to the culvert, they switch to the west side of the road until they can cut over to, I can't remember the name of the trail that's on the railroad bed there. But that's going on. If anybody asks you about it, that probably would have been done this week, but I'm guessing they're not gonna make any progress till the rain stops. Other than that, I guess I don't have anything for you unless you have questions for me.
Wasn't it good?
Yeah. There's one that has a power steering line that rubs through, but other than that, everything's up.
And staffing, you're just down 1?
Yeah. We need to do one more interview, and then we'll choose from the 3 candidates as to which one we'd like to hire.
Anything else for Brandon? Moving on to item number 9, Brandon, that's the closure, and that'd be a resolution.
Yep, so this is Farmers Beach Road. It's a dead end gravel road. There's just a lot of nonsense that happens on that road during the 4th of July if it's not closed. So it just helps the sheriff's department not have to get called out there for silly things if we put a closure on it, or at least it seems to help. So I would recommend that we close that.
I'll move resolution number 46.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve resolution 46 as pertaining to item number 9 on the agenda. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye. Approved. Brandon, number 10 there.
Okay, so this is a culvert that's directly adjacent to the interstate. I mean, it's 30 yards from the interstate on the gravel road. And my engineer's estimate on it was actually $400,000 and it came in at $250,000. So we got 7 bids and 3 of them were down there and the other ones were started at mine and went up from there. So I was in the middle of all the bids. So we got an incredible deal. So I would recommend that the board accepts the bid as A on this.
All right, move to approve.
I will second. I don't mean,
Motion and a second. Any further comment?
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna lump A and B together.
Yeah, I can
Well,
amend to do that.
Yep, okay.
So I will second A and B.
We have a motion and a second to approve items ten A and B as presented. Any further comment there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So C will not have to happen after July first. Our code's been amended so that I automatically can execute your guys' wishes on the Doc Express after this. So this will be the last time I gotta get this Doc Express resolution approved by you guys, allowing me to act on your behalf in the program. I have to have it documented what you guys did and submit to them, so I can't just go in there and willy-nilly do whatever.
I move resolution number 47.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve resolution 47 as presented. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 11, Tom?
Yeah, this is, we had an opening in the County Board of Adjustment. Todd Cash has volunteered to be the new member. So we recommend his appointment to the Board of Adjustment.
Just like cash to the Board of Adjustment.
We have a motion and a second on the approval of Board of Adjustment as presented. Any further comment? The only question is, so we still have one vacancy for coming up for sure?
We'll have no vacancies now, but the chair did voice that he would like to come off and we find a replacement.
Keep looking. All right, all in favor? All right. Motion passes. Item number 12 was a manure management, and there was a difference in, I think I would move or entertain a motion to approve and have Michelle.
So move.
Second.
Look outside.
And a second to approve and
Yeah,
as presented and have Michelle send our concerns on with the DNR. Any further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence, communication, announcements.
Look to adjourn.
There's a motion and second to approve. All in favor? Aye. You are adjourned at 4:07. Thank you, John.